firsthand.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
All right, let's get it. Right. Black 14.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league, so a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
To the air, it's Green. He got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
And the Razorbacks line it up with a first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Motion from the back. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Whoop-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board. They are going nuts.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on to return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
From the gun, they'll try the finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
To the ground, he's got it again. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the air, it's Green. That's caught. It's Anthony. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Pulls it in. It's Anthony. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Inside the 45. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going up top. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. They're going to mark this one at the 15. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Tosses to the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw. It's Green. Got a man. It's Stevens. He's loose. They'll ride him out of bounds after the goal pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Nice
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's flat. Oh, he's got some space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. You find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Back to pass on second down. Into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. They'll go to the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And the offense continues to run the football. A second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes and continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Under fire. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
To the big fella. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now on second down for this offense. To throw, it's Hoover. He's going to let it go. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when he gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for a pretty good job by the defense.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is how you get it done. Third down is the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on third down?
And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Green. Looking to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It's against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
With the catch, it's Anthony. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Green. Turning on the Jets. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Going up top again. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Buys a little extra time. Look out, he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy step. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Green. Gets it to him on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3-and-out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Green. Setting up the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Snagged in the middle. It's Anthony. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. The give on the inside. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Keeps looking downfield. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Going for it all. Reels it in down the left side. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the pummeling has started. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
That's caught. It's Payne. He's past the 30. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Touchdown, TCU! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Green. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him to get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Trying play action. Under fire. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Back to pass, it's Hoover. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! TCU. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
TCU 21.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Green. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Using his feet to buy time. Complete to the right. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rides to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. So first down will open up the final period. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Did you see the replay?
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Looking for a man. It's Green. It's complete to the left. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Hand off from the shotgun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And the Razorbacks are threatening on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Immediately fires to the middle. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who he was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it. Touchdown, TCU. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Green. Here comes the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Brown.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
He'll do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the Razorbacks pick up the first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. They're going to ride this running back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Green. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the move. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop you.
And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.